Well, hello and welcome back to my channel. It's the 19th, I think, of March 2022. This isn't a reading just now because I want to address a few things, okay? I want to tell you the cards I use because it's been asking the questions in the comments. But I want to address a negative comment I got, okay? I want to address that because if I don't, then they're just going to keep coming. So I've got it onto a slide so that I can read it properly. Okay, so hold on a wee second to get it. I won't tolerate this. I really not tolerate it, okay? Especially an attack on me, my person. No, no chance. So we're just going to add this to stream and addressing how I read tarot. Okay, so the very first thing that you'll know, those of you who have been with me for a very long time is, I'm hoping you hear this because I've got to set the mic up, right? So those of you who have been with me from the start will know that I don't traditionally read the tarot, okay? I just don't. I have been reading tarot for about 30 years, okay? So that's quite a long time. And I haven't spontaneously combust. As you can see, I'm still here. All right, I'm still here. I'm a very nice person and I'm a very imperfect person. But if somebody comes on my channel to attack me, then I'll address it. I really will address it. Because I don't want the negative energy going on to people who are coming onto my channel. So that's why it's getting addressed today. All right, so we'll just get on to it. So I don't traditionally read them. What I do is I focus in the card and a vision. It's a vision I get. And that's how I've always done it. Now there's other people who read tarot and that's what they do. They read them. They read it. They get their book. Where's the book? Right, they get their book and they know it inside out. Okay, they know it inside out. Now that's fine. That's fair enough. That's how people do it. Others don't, because there's like all tarot readers have different styles. Okay, and if you don't agree with it, that's fine. That's fair enough. This isn't the channel for you. All right. So we'll get on to this negative comment that I got. Jamie Indigo Blue, I wish you nothing but love and light, okay? Love and light. But for you to come on my channel and say this, says, as I said, I'm going to address in the comment, says more about you than it does me. So for those of you, what was said in the comment was, you are reading those cards wrongly. I'm shocked the cards haven't spontaneously combust in your hands. Well, I'm still here. I'm still here. Why would you say that? Why would you say that to someone? Why would you say that to someone who's just trying to help people? That says more about you than it does me. How can you even think what you've said relates to those cards, what those cards mean? Well, that's your interpretation of them, Jamie. It's not mine. It's your interpretation of them. My interpretation from my guides was telling me, and the visions I got told me what I was to say. Now that's fine, that's fair enough, but that's you. It's on you. But then, let's reply from a viewer. Liz, thanks very much for coming in and for your comment. That was a very unfair comment. A lot of people have really enjoyed this reading. If you didn't, there is no need for comments like that. Thanks very much, Liz. It's good to know that, like the people are getting, what they were meant to get out of this reading. And I mean, all I can say is thank you for coming in and speaking up. Because if you don't, then those who are trying to shut this down will just continue. They'll just continue, okay? But Jamie came back, and she came back with something that was even worse. Even worse. This is why I am addressing this now, because I'm nipping it in the bud. Jamie. At Liz B, those people obviously don't know how to read tarot or oracle cards. I've been reading 33 years and have never read those cards as a negative message. This woman is projecting hate onto a spread that is neutral and positive. Wow. Just wow. This woman. So for those watching, here's my reply. Thank you very much for your comment. It says more about you than me. If you watch my earlier readings, I do explain that I do not traditionally read the cards. I use them as a tool. I get visions from them. Apologies if my channel has triggered you. However, what I find very disturbing is the negative attack you projected onto me. I am trying to help people around the world using my spirit guides. I use a crystal ball for predictions. Feel free to find fault with this. But as stated before, the way in which you attacked me says more about you than it does me. You say you have been reading the cards for a number of years. I look forward to seeing you start your own channel and let me see how you read the cards again. You have your opinion, which you are entitled to. However, what I'll not tolerate is anyone coming onto my channel to attack me, sending love and light to you, Karen, aka that woman. I do send love and light to this, to Jamie, if that is even the name. Okay, Jamie, I had a wee scout around, and it looks as if you have a channel. So why don't you, if you're that, if you're that concerned, why don't you start your own channel? I think that would be a great idea for you to start your own channel, okay? And read the cards as you would read them. But don't come on to my channel and tell me how to read my cards, okay? Don't do it. And don't call me that woman. I have a name. It's Karen. And by goodness, do I live up to it? Anyway, so I'll get back to, right, this is the cards that I'm using, right? I've got the Ryder Waite deck, right? This is the very first ones that I always use. I've got other ones that I'm just learning, by the way. I'm just learning because they're all new, but these I've used for years. This is a umpteenth deck. Okay. So traditionally, you can go at your book and you can read it. Okay, and you can get your wee book out like this, and you can read, oh, this is what this one means, and that's fine. That's great. But all you're doing is reading from a book, in my opinion, and I'm allowed up an opinion. That's all you're doing is reading from a book, and that's great for people. But I hold these, and I look into them, and visions come, and I can remote see everything that's going on. So the first cards I use is the Ryder Waite deck. Okay, that was the more traditional one. I think that was the Victorian times that was out, when it was a parlour game, by the way. The second ones I use is the Oracle cards, just to, as I say, to get a more in-depth look into what's going on, right? These are the Chakra, right? I've been using these for a wee while now. I've been using, I think this is the second year. And I find it's quite good because it gives around, what a more in-depth look into what I'm seeing. So that's the second cards I use. The third ones I use are very precious to me because they were the ones that my mum bought me before she died. And as you can see, it's got wear and tear, and it was, I think it was published in 1990. So that's how long I've had this book. That's how long I've had these cards. This is why these cards are always in this. Because they're very precious too, because it was one of the last things my mum bought me. As in, psychic. My mum was a psychic as well. So this is the traditional ones, right? And I really like these because it really does, as you can see, gives you an insight to what's going on. I mean, you can look at that and see. You can see what's going on, trouble. So there you go. I've got other ones that I use as well, that I'm just trying to get my energy on to. So that's the cards I use. You're welcome on my channel, and you're welcome to leave comments. Negative comments, fine, because I'll take the negative energy and I'll give it back to my Heavenly Father, because I don't want it on the earth's plane, because we've got enough to cope with without people coming on and leaving their negative energy everywhere. But I'm nipping this in the bud, because I'm not going to tolerate it. I'm not going to tolerate it. Okay, so once again, Jamie, love and light. But don't come on my channel, because it looks as if it's just going to trigger you. It's going to trigger you. And to leave that comment, it was just, wow. Absolutely. I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what your reasoning was. But as I said, get your own wee channel and start reading your own cards, and we'll see. All right? So I'm going to be back with a reading my cards the way I read them. Okay? So bye for now.